It's time for Rockmart High School Baseball here on WZOT. Brought to you by John Purser Allstate Insurance, Now and Then Antiques, the Nathan Dean Agency, Advanced Rehab, and now the play-by-play action of Rockmart High School Baseball here on WZOT.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the Rock for the second game of our doubleheader. Rockmart wins 7-4 the first game. Now I put on a jacket, Jeff. Jeff Sharp's here to join us. He's got some chips in his hand, and from Waffle House. Not Waffle House, I'm sorry, from Chick-fil-A. There you go. And I'm joined by Bob Culver. I don't know if you want to say that I moved up or not from his son, but Chris and I had a great time. We coached together a lot, and now a lot of knowledge there, and I know where he gets it from, Bob. He gets it from you, and we want to welcome you to this game. I appreciate you joining me here.
Well, I enjoyed the last one we did together last year over in Cedartown.
Yes.
And like I said, I enjoy talking baseball all the time. I'll talk to anybody about baseball, football, track.
I was fixing to say, it ain't just baseball now, Bob. I mean, you know, I saw you down, and you look good in shorts, by the way, down there on the football field, I'm going to tell you. So, you know, you had a fun time down there. What a great season the football team had, and you guys did. And
had a great season, you know, to go 14-1 and be able to play in the Benz was just a phenomenal experience that I don't think the city of Rockmart will ever forget, and certainly the kids who got to play there. I'm sorry that we didn't fare better, but we were flat that day, the first time we've been flat the entire season, and you know, I look forward to playing Heard County again early in the season next year.
Right. I'm telling you, you know, that was a heck of an experience. And what I like about it, like I was telling Chris earlier the last game, it's one thing to have some kids, but it's another thing to have a bunch of great kids that put in a lot of time and effort and work hard to achieve a goal. And I'm so proud to be part of these kids growing up and see where they're going to go.
Right. And, you know, you look at the year that Rockmart High School overall has had, you know, with our football program, our basketball program, both boys and girls. The girls' softball had a successful year, as they always do.
Yep.
And then we come back and we're looking at this team from Rockmart in baseball has the ability to win the state championship. And I think we're going to be competitive in tennis, and we're going to be competitive in golf because we went to the state in both of those sports too. So it's been a great year, and the kids they're really good to deal with. Again, you know, you take in the season too, and I'll get off football here in just 1 minute. But we came back. We actually played Bremen in a scrimmage game to start the season off. Then we came back and we had Temple for the same thing, and you may call it a scrimmage game, but it was the same thing as a game.
Yeah.
So you basically are coming in. We had 17 games, and we had 2 open dates to boot with that, and very little time off. So, you know, it was a good, but it was a long year nonetheless.
Well, the thing here is, you know, these kids play multiple sports, so then they got to go to the next sport, and they're already 3 or 4 weeks behind. Mm-hmm. But that's great. So it looks like we're fixing to get started here. Donaldson's up for Rome, and Jonathan Suppis is on the mound for Rockmart. That pitch is inside. I actually hits him on probably the leg. So the first pitch, he gets on the base.
It just barely got him, but it got it nonetheless. So it's a free base for the leadoff batter from Rome.
I liked where the last game where the kid said, "It hit me," and he started running down, and the umpire agreed. So now you're going to have Andrews batting for Rome with a runner at first, a very fast runner at first. But Suppis has got a heck of a pickoff move, too. So he gets off too far. You'll see a throw over there to first. And that's just showing him, hey, I know you're here, because that wasn't his best move.
Well, plus he brings the ball into the plate. You know, he's got a lot of zip on it. That'll help us out as far as being able to throw that runner out at second. Now he goes. A little better move that time, but he was high on the throw.
Yeah, and we got Dylan Bailey catching for us. So the starting lineup for us is Andrew Morris in center field, C.J. Culver left field, Dylan Bailey batting third as a catcher. Here comes the pitch. He squares the bunt. There goes the throw to second. Got it. And he got out on a bounce to second. Beautiful throw. And Ty didn't have to move.
He didn't have to move. It had one hop to it, and it was right on the runner as he slid into second. I think he may have started to slide a wee bit early because he seemed to slow down as he approached the bag, but he was out by, a good 2 feet.
Yeah, good job by Dylan Bailey. Back to that, Braden Cole is going to play third base. They batting fourth. Reed Couch is right field. Batting fifth. Ty Floyd, shortstop, sixth. Suppis pitching, seventh. Radcliffe is playing first base, batting eighth, and Jančić is on second, batting ninth. The count's 2 strikes with 1 out now on Andrews.
Suppy's fastball just really had a big hop on it right at the end, which is great. Matter of fact, it may have had 2 hops.
Ball hit to the shortstop. Ty Floyd comes up throwing. And plenty of time for out number 2. Ty gets rid of that ball very quickly.
A good throw. Threw the runner out with plenty of time to spare.
I remember last year I was talking to Radcliffe's dad about your son's come off that bag pretty quick on first base. Make him stay a little bit longer. He's scaring me.
He came off a little too quick that time.
Umpire called time about something. I don't know what it was, but that's okay. We got 2 outs. So Knox is up batting. Great young man. Pitch is called strike outside corner. Heck of an athlete. Your son,
great athlete.
Chris was talking about him for Rome, but he's a great kid too. I mean, now he's a great young man. Always has been. We coached against him 4 years ago, and I don't mind coaching against kids like that.
I understand.
It's a swung on, strike 2, 0-2 count.
Suppis appeared to be bringing that ball in about 88, 89 miles an hour. He's got some dip on.
Ball fouled back. It's definitely different than they saw last game. But the guys were hitting their spots last game. That was really neat and very important, especially at the beginning of the season.
Well, the name of the game on a high school level, when you're out in the field, of course, is throwing strikes and making the plays that you're supposed to make. Oh, good pitch.
A little bit outside, according to Blue, and but a good location, especially for 2 strikes on you. Comes the heat, a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the top of the first. In the second of the doubleheader, score 0-0. Curveball outside. We don't want to lose him here. I'd probably just go ahead and throw it and try to throw it past him.
Well, Tatum got a good eye. You could tell that because a couple of those pitches were so close. He laid off of them. They were balls. That's an inside pitch there that puts him on first.
Number 35, Connor Foley.
Suppis lost it, and then he started out 2-0. 2 strikes right off the bat, and then we had 4 balls.
Yeah, I think you can throw it past him right here. He's a good hitter, but I like to see him throw it past him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he got it at first base.
He's out of there.
He was not even ready at first base, and threw him out at first. So it's a pickoff move. 1, 2, 3. We'll be right back after this 60-second break.
It wasn't even close.
Now you can get a great-looking cut in less time every time with an X-Mark. The Mowers Landscape Pros trust 2-1 over the next best-selling brand of mower.
The friendly staff at Haney Farm and Ranch is experienced, knowledgeable, and available to advise you on your needs. Telephone 770-684-7277 or visit them at 150 Prospect Road in Rockmart.
X-Mark, ready to work for you.
Hey baseball fans, Jeff Bailey here with Days Pre-Owned Supercenter in Rockmart. And just like your favorite baseball player works hard and prepares for the season, we work hard at Days to make sure we've got the biggest and best selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs around. Days has been taking care of its customers since 1959. Located right across from Rockmart High School on Highway 113, or check us out at daysrockmart.com. Remember, today is the day.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
Hi, we're back at the Rock. Robert Torley and Bob Culver here, and bottom of the first we go. Wasn't a 1-2-3, but it kind of was because he got picked off at first base. And Bob, he was just standing there watching.
He never, I think, saw the pitch, and I don't think the Rome coach over there saw it either, and the pickoff play just worked just perfectly.
I said earlier, he's got a heck of a pickoff move, and he showed it right there. But now pitching for Rome is Aiden Aston, number 17. He's a right-handed, probably about 6 foot young man. So we'll see what he has here to offer to us.
He's got those Steve Bedrosian stockings on because his pants are tapered right there at the top of the knee, and then he's got the red, stockings all the way down.
I didn't notice that till now. Now it's going to bother me, Bob. Thanks. I appreciate that. Wasn't even paying attention to that.
Aston appears to have a pretty good fastball. He was hitting it on the inside corner during his warm-ups. And his curveball is fair. I think a lot of it's going to depend on when he throws it.
And we got a new catcher, too, for Rome. Vigoa, I believe is his name. So, first up for Rockmart, Morris. Andrew Morris.
Drew had a good hit in that first ball game when he hit it to the third baseman, and third baseman couldn't make the play with runners on first and second. That helped start the rally in the last ball game.
Sure did.
But he's been hot. He's been hot at the plate.
Here's the pitch. A little bit low. Ball one. He's put a lot of time into baseball as well. All these kids have it's a sign. Here he comes. Second pitch is low. Same spot. Ball. Good look by Morris.
Aston is keeping the ball low. The temperature's beginning to drop, too, Robert.
It is. I might be getting a little bit closer to you here in a minute, Bob. Did he go for it? No, he didn't go. He tried to check his swing, and he did, so it's ball three. That was a little bit higher.
Well, sometimes I don't see any consistency, with that call.
Right.
You get a check on it, and sometimes, that was a good pitch.
Yeah, but you knew you wouldn't have no green light when you had the first batter. It's the best pitch of the day right there. But 3-1.
In the 3-0 count.
Yep. When you're the leadoff batter, you can forget it. But he's got two more, so he can pick out the one he wants here. Good eye. That's what we need is base runners. So that base on balls is brought to you by Precious Balls. You got your four-legged friends that need grooming or spa or hotel. They're down on 221 South Marble Street in Rockmart. Give them a call at 770-684-2248 and let them take care of your pets for you. Ball hit by Culver to the second baseman, comes up throwing, just gets him by a half a step. But that was a heck of a shot. He hit behind the runner, so Morris is at second. That's just as good as a bunt right there. But he almost got on.
Moves that runner over into scoring position. The second baseman made a pretty good play on the first base side, headed to his left and threw out CJ by about 2 steps. Got a runner on second now. I believe that's Dylan Bailey.
Dylan Bailey's up to bat right now. It's kind of a damp evening. You're going to have to really put one behind it here to get it over the fence tonight. but it can be done. And here's the pitch. Low.
A little gapper would be good right now. It seems that the Rome outfielders are playing quite deep, with the exception of the center fielder, but left and right are deep.
Yes, they are. You're right.
You've got a pretty big slide in there.
Ball hit hard up in the air, but it's in between. It's the center fielders come over and calling it. So that's going to be out number 2. Just got under that one.
He got under it, but it did disappear for a while. There was always hope the center fielder might lose it, but he didn't.
Nope. Now Braden Cole steps up.
Now Braden had a real good hit in that first ball game. I think he lined to the base of the fence.
Yes.
When Braden gets to the bat on the ball, he's got good power.
He has got very good power. So 2 outs, bottom of the first. Score 0-0. Morris is on second base.
And Morris has good speed.
Yeah.
But with 2 down, we've got to put the ball somewhere.
First one was a ball. Yeah.
There's a hole over there between third and short because the shortstop's having to hold that runner on.
Ball hit hard and almost in the dugout, third base side. He got around on that one, Bob.
He got around on that one. It's pretty well a hook shot. But he plastered that ball.
Got Aston out there on the mound. He takes his time before he makes that first pitch. So it's a 1-1 count, 2 outs. There's the pitch. Ball hit hard, but up in the air to left field. It's way up there. Morris is coming around in case he drops it. And he just about dropped it, didn't he?
That was a matador catch for a fly ball that he was under from the get-go, and then all of a sudden he lost it. And it was very close to being dropped.
That's right, but he did make the catch, so we'll be right back in 60 seconds. We're top of the second.
Our kitchen is where our life happens. It wasn't always perfect, but now it is, thanks to a home equity line of credit from Family.
Use the equity in your house to love your home with Family Savings Credit Union. Visit FamilySavingsCU.com.
This is Ryan Robinson, branch manager of your local Family Savings Credit Union. Come by and visit us sometime, 101 Felton Drive, Rockmart, Georgia, 770-684-8601.
Equal Housing Opportunity member NCUA. NMLS number 800746.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. Hoover Zach writes, I kind of want to have a party for no other reason than to get Chick-fil-A catering. We hear you, Zach. And not that you need a reason, but there's always birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, Tuesdays, the list goes on. Because it's the little things that bring out the party. Like nuggets, strips, salads, cookies. You get the idea. Tweet your stories at Chick-fil-A with hashtag the little things.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
Welcome back to the Rock. We're going to the top of the second inning of our second game of this doubleheader against Rome. Rockmart wins the first game 7-4, and now it's 0-0. And you got Bullard back up to bat. As Knox got picked off at first last inning. Curveball called for a strike.
Ooh, that was a nasty curveball by Suppy.
Kind of broke his knees right there.
He fooled me, and I'm at a distance here.
Here goes the next pitch. Fastball outside.
But you know, Robert, that's just a good pitch. It's about 2 or 3 inches off the plate. He put it out there to let him go after.
Change up right there, called strike, just right down the middle.
Now, Bullard recently signed with West Georgia, I understand.
That's what I heard. That's what Chris was saying. Congratulations there. A little bit high, 2-2 count. Sup definitely gets rid of the ball a lot faster than Aston.
Aston, that's for sure.
Ball hit hard to third base. Comes up, makes a good throw to first.
Good play.
It was a nice job by Braden.
Braden Cole, it was a hard ball. He caught it on about the second hop. It was a short hop at that. Still had plenty of time to throw the runner out at first. Bullard appears to have a good bit of power.
Yes. Ellard now batting for Rome.
Ellard's a big kid. He looks to be about 6'2". He goes after a high pitch that's up around the letters.
He wanted that one bad, too, so maybe you throw another one right there.
I believe you'd let him walk the ladder up.
Yep. Curveball outside and in the dirt. Ball. So 1-1. 1 out. A little low. Ball 2.
It's a little low on a batter with, his height.
Yeah, exactly.
If we'd be throwing that pitch to Bullard, it might have been a strike. And he's not a small kid himself.
Nice pitch on the outside corner, right at his knees. So we got a 2-2 count. Swung on, foul off over our first base dugout. Bob, what do you think about this clubhouse behind us here? This is nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's really a great move on the Polk School District's part to get that. It's just perfect. The positioning that is already there.
Right.
And I think the purchase of that land is going to lead to some other things that are going to happen that will benefit the East Polk County and Polk School District in total.
That one's fouled into our dugout. He did throw a ball before that, so it's a full count. 3-2. Yeah, I agree, and I just went in there because I had to go to the bathroom, and there's a big line over here. And that's nice.
That
is nice inside there.
It's got a little kitchenette in it. It's got a bathroom. Got dressing room with each.
Ball hit high, going foul. There is room. Ty Floyd dives to the ball, but can't make the play. But, from all the way where he was at, wow.
He made that play earlier in the first game.
He did.
But we were hustling all the way, but it was not quite as high as the one. Plus, it was more daylight then, too.
Correct.
The dressing room, you've got all new lockers, and you also have, from the technology standpoint, you've got a receptacle in each locker so that they can charge up their phones and their other electronics. Who would have thought about that?
Yeah. All right, so 3-2 count. Suppis is ready. Here comes the pitch. Curveball, strike 3, just frozen.
He froze it. He dropped his shoulders. He dropped his bat down because he just gave up on it.
That was a heck of a pitch right there.
I don't know if he was expecting a fastball, but it certainly seemed that way.
He definitely wasn't expecting that.
Mm-mm. That was he cut the corner with that curve.
Yeah. So now the pitcher is asking for Rome. First pitch called strike. I heard Stuffy's did a good job pitching down south, too. He's been doing very well.
Well, our pitching is quite deep. As long as we can keep these guys healthy, and of course it's important to win these ball games if you can, but we don't want to stretch our pitching too thin.
Especially all this rain and stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Area conference is what we got to worry about. The second pitch was called a strike on a changeup, and then this one's high and outside, so 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Well, that third pitch, Suppis wasn't going to give him anything that he could really swing at. You may see something a little bit closer this time. If he'll hit the inside with it, he's gone.
Swung on a miss on a changeup, so that's strike 3. So, and that's a strike 3 is a, let's see, I'm sorry, going brain dead here, Bob.
That's all right.
That's a Clay Birch Boutique strikeout for Suppis. and they're located in Nathan Dean in Triangle Square. Go down and see them and pick up some beautiful. Have you been down there for your wife yet, Bob?
I have not, and she's got a birthday coming up Saturday.
Well, we're going to send you down there because I'm going to tell you, they got a bunch of new stuff in, and it's beautiful.
Well, that's great.
So,
well, all right. I thought maybe we were going to shoot a free throw. No?
No, we don't do that down here. So we'll be back in 60 seconds.
Alvis Miller & Son Funeral Home, being the only locally family-owned and operated funeral home in the area, they give wonderful personal attention to you and your family. To find out more about their services, call 770-684-5437 or visit alvismillerfuneralhome.com.
Are you aware that untreated wood is highly susceptible to termite damage? Are you bothered by other pesky insects like bed bugs, ants, roaches, wasps, and hornets? Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control for an inspection. They have the experience to handle your pest control needs. Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control today to schedule an appointment.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
We're back at the Rock, going to the bottom of the second inning. Sitting here with Bob Culver. You know, I sit here and I go, I am sitting next to a man that knows so much about sports, especially with Rockmart. You've been here. If you haven't done it, you've been part of it, or you've watched it and you supported it. I mean, you know, as a coach, it's hard to sit up in the stands, is it not?
Oh, it is.
And but you have supported these programs down here. And we really appreciate that. And now you're giving back. I mean, let's just talk about football. I mean, how much fun was that for you to be down the field again?
Oh, it was the greatest thing. I haven't had feelings like that since, I played. The last game I played was against Ole Miss in Oxford, Mississippi. Walking out, into the bins, walking through that crowd, as we went through that hallway that morning of the game, but walking out on the bins, this is a feeling I can't describe because I hadn't felt anything close to that in a number of years. But it was certainly a.
See, growing up in Indiana, we didn't have football in my school, but basketball does that to me.
Oh, yeah.
When I go in these gyms and these Elite Eight, these girls, what they did this year is absolutely amazing. Making it to the Elite Eight. But okay, so now we're stepping up to the plate, and Reed Couch is batting, swung on a foul back. And you talk about 1961 is the last time they made it to won the region
playoffs,
and they've only ever made it to the Elite Eight, but they might have. But I don't remember.
I don't either.
But what a great job, just getting there. And
it was a great job, and I had a little experience with that back in 1966. We did make it to the Elite Eight down in Macon. Ended up losing to Commerce. A young man by the name of Steve Gary scored about 35 points on us. We'd beaten Americus the night before. But you just don't forget things like that. That hangs with you forever.
Bob, I went to a school that had 16 in my graduating class. Had 84 in the whole high school. Swung on a miss by Reed Couch. 0-2 count right now. And when you went and in Indiana, you had to play every school. It didn't matter who it was at that time. You didn't have classification.
All classification.
And that's where that movie Hoosiers is huge. And we used to play that school, and it's called Milan now.
Mm-hmm.
But when you went and did that, and you could beat those big teams, that's a strike three on a check swing on Reed Couch.
I will give Reed credit. He had much smoother swings. He was up there trying to put the ball in play. He tried to hold up on that last one, but he just couldn't quite do it.
No, because it was too good of a pitch, but yeah.
He had two good swings.
Now we got Ty Floyd stepping up to the plate. But I was just going to say, there's not a better feeling in the world going in there and seeing everybody in there cheering for your team and you. And this crowd this year, our town, supporting our kids has been excellent.
Well, the cheer level for both us and Heard County was just, like I said, I just can't describe it. It just brought back a number of memories to me. It was like playing in a college football game.
First ball called strike on a curve to Ty Floyd. Ball's a little low.
That first pitch strike was more of a rainbow.
Correct. Yeah.
A little bit different from the curve that Cephas throws. It's more of a quick break. This is
kind of like carrying the ball in basketball. This flips over. Swung on and missed.
The kid from Rome's throwing it a little bit faster than you did in that first inning.
Maybe he's warming up a little bit now.
He's warmed up a little bit, and sometimes pitchers don't take about 2-3 innings to really get in the groove, but he looks better than he did in the first.
Now he's going to call his catcher out to talk to him and make sure they get their signs correct.
So I guess they have Bullard as the DH in this game. He was at first or was catcher in the first
He was
game?
a catcher, yeah.
Okay. His dad was a catcher.
Really?
And I umpired some of his games. He signed with the Arizona club and made it quite high in professional baseball. He didn't make it to the majors, but he was a good catcher. Good catcher for Cedartown.
Pitches in the dirt. Yeah, I got to tell you a funny story. Chris said about you and when he was younger. He said he was pitching and you were umpiring against him, and he threw 4 balls, and he said, "When are you going to call a strike?" He said, "You said whenever you throw your first strike, I'll call it." I said, "Yeah, I can see that happening."
You know, I was accused a few times about shrinking the strike zone. I just wanted to be fair to everybody.
Right.
My boys didn't always see it that way.
Ball fouled out over our dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. Score 0-0 in the second game here at Rockmart against Rome. Ty Floyd's batting. Ball. Got a full count. Ty's fought back to a full count. Aston gets ready. Now here comes the pitch. Ball hit hard to shortstop. I was hoping for a bad bounce, and it wasn't. But not in time. So Ty Floyd gets there.
He had a chopper to third base, and third baseman waited on it, did not charge it, and it cost him. He came up a little short on the throw, but he was trying to muscle up on it because he did not charge the ball.
You know, the less bounces it takes, the better chance you have, because I was expecting this ball to take off on him.
Mm-hmm.
So Jonathan Cephas comes up now. Ty's going to be on first base. We got 1 out. Cephas is going to hit this between the shortstop and third base. I'm calling out ahead of time. Ball's inside.
He's trying to back Cephas off the plate a little bit. Let's see if he comes in on the outside.
And here comes the pitch. Right up the middle of the shortstop. They're going to try to turn 2. There's 1. And, yes, he gets him by half a step. Good throw by the second baseman. So, like that, score 0-0. We're going to the top of the third. We'll be right back.
Rockmart Rent-to-Own invites you to come by and see our brand new showroom. We have added lots of square footage and filled it up with furniture lines like Ashley, United, Lane, and Simmons, with new merchandise arriving every day. Be sure to come by and see Scooter and the whole crew. Mattress specials every week. And of course, we also have appliance deals for every need. We also have the best propane prices in Polk County. We are open Monday and Tuesday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., closed on Wednesday, open Thursday and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Saturday 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., closed on Sunday. Call 770-684-5314, located at 966 Cedartown Highway, Rockmart.
You're listening to Rockmart High School Baseball here on WZOT, brought to you by John Purser Allstate, Now and Then Antiques, the Nathan Dean Agency, Advanced Rehab. And now back to the action of Rockmart High School Baseball.
All right, we're heading into the top of the third here at Rockmart High School. Temperatures changed quite a bit, Bob, since we started that first game.
No doubt, and Tuffis is starting the third inning of pitching. He's been consistently, accurate on his throw. I doubt if he's got, maybe about 25 pitches so far.
Yep.
He's been very accurate. I doubt seriously if we will see him past this inning. I would think that most of them are going to be limited to 3 innings. I don't know that. We'll wait and see. But he's got good zip on the ball. He doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. As a matter of fact, both pitchers seem to be picking up a little bit. But, we've had 2 base runners?
Yes.
We've had 3.
Let's see. 1, 2,
3.
I missed one there somewhere.
We had Morris in the first inning, and then we had on this one, we had a double play, so we had to have...
Yeah,
I guess.
We had Floyd, the only one that's on base.
Yeah, he was the only one, so you're right. We've had 2 for us and 1 for them, and that's when they picked off Tatum at first.
Yep. So now batting for them is going to be Viga. Takes a ball in the dirt. Hit right out the middle. Suppis tries to get it. Floyd makes it all the way over and hits it, but can't come up with it. That went right over the base. That's going to be a base hit.
But I was in a good position. I mean, just to get a glove on the ball, just to touch it.
Yeah.
It was actually over on the second base side. He was breaking that way. He got through it before Cooper White did.
Now batting for Rome is Harden, and he didn't play the first game, so he's somebody different. We'll see this game. Once again, not a very big lead at first.
No lead at all.
Squares the bunt. No one's down at first. Dillon throws down there, but he cuts it off there. Radcliffe does. So...
Well, that runner at first was well off the base. Of course, Radcliffe was coming in to cover the bunt. When Dillon threw it down, Radcliffe was quite in front of first base. So
yeah, that was a called strike. He squares the bunt at it and misses it. So, but the ball gets behind Dylan Bailey off his glove, so the runner will go to second.
He did call that a strike. He did address the ball with the bunt. It was kind of high, and he couldn't get up high enough to really put it on the ground, which is probably a break for Rome.
Most definitely, because the runner's at second now. And here comes the pitch. Ooh, high. Thought I was going to hit him for a minute.
Mm-hmm. It was right under the armpit for sure.
One ball, 2 strikes. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Out number 1 in the third inning.
Suppis took a little bit off of that ball. The Rome batter was well in front of it. But, we learned that we can off-speed even a fastball, and that's what Suppis did on those 2 pitches back-to-back.
Most definitely, and that was a Clay Birch Boutique strikeout. 1075 Nathan Dean in the Triangle Square Shopping Center. Swung on strike 1.
A great curveball
on Collins. Same spot, strike 2.
He's thrown him 2 curveballs, and he's not addressed them with the bat at all. He's way out in front of him.
Ooh, that was close. That stayed up high.
Well, you look at the rule book, that's a strike, but They just don't call it that way anymore. It's right below the letters.
One-two count, one out. Ball hit up the middle of the shortstop. Ty Floyd comes up with it. Throws him out at first for out number 2. The runner will advance to third, though.
Had a fielder's choice on that, moves the runner over. Looking at the leadoff batter, who got on, he hit by a pitch in the first inning.
Yeah. So we really don't know what he's going to do against Suppis. So now Suppis gets his sign. Still tie ball game 0-0. Curveball called for a strike. It's kind of scary. A curveball come in on a left-handed batter. It comes right to him.
Especially on the first pitch. But Roberts was expecting a fastball. You could tell that by the way he put his guard down.
That was a fastball outside, so it counts 1-1.
Just need to keep it on the ground. Keep that run from scoring. I don't think it's going to take too many runs in this ball game to.
Ball hit down first baseline, and it's fair. Right over the bag, going to the corner. He's taking off the second, so they're going to score 1 run. So that's going to be a double for Donaldson. Now they're going to say he missed first base. They're going to tag first and see. Nope, call him safe.
That's a hard call to make when you talk about just having 2 umpires.
Right.
It's hard to be able to see the entire field, especially out in the field with the umpire. You and I have both been there before, so you know that.
Oh, yeah.
It's much better when you have 3.
Well, and you couldn't have any help there either because the umpire at home was watching them come home.
Exactly.
So.
And he's got to watch that, which is most important. The closer you get to home, the more important it comes.
Another nice curveball that's up is called for a strike.
Last inning, he's gone more with the curveball, but he is picking his spots to put them a little bit out of sync.
Nice fastball, calls for strike 2. He's got this batter all mixed up. Andrews doesn't know what he's going to throw.
He's out off balance, there's no doubt about it.
Curveball hit up the center field. Morris is under it. Makes the catch for number 3. So we're heading to the bottom of the third. They got on the board. It's 1-0 Rome. We'll be right back.
Your personal information is very important, and when compromised can lead to big security issues. Don't trust your information with a here today, gone tomorrow company. Call somebody with reliability and stability in this community. Barnes Tax Service, 770-684-7556.
Freeman Harris Funeral Home, the funeral home that has been providing a strong arm for our friends and neighbors to lean on for the past 76 years. We are proud of the young folks of our community and wish for them success on the field and off. Freeman Harris Funeral Home, Rockmart's very own.
You're listening to Rockmart High School Baseball here on WZOT, brought to you by John Purser Allstate, Now and Then Antiques, the Nathan Dean Agency, Advanced Rehab. And now back to the action of Rockmart High School baseball.
All right, so we're back to the Rock, going to the bottom of the third inning here, the second game. Rockmart wins 7-4 the first game, and a nice. They put a bunch of hits together there at the very end, and that's what we need to do now, Bob. We need to put some hits together, starting out with Edmund Ratcliffe.
Well, early in the game, Rome got ahead in that first game 2-0, and then we tied it up, and then they went up 4-2. And then that's when our bats came alive. I guess that was probably the 5th or 6th inning.
Yep.
But we haven't really put any hits together. Matter of fact, have we had a hit?
No. No, we have not. So we're due. That's the good thing about it. We're due.
Well, this is where it needs to start. Radcliffe is the batter. He's the first left-hander we've had to bat.
Yep, and here we go. Aston toes the rubber for Rome. Called strike right down the middle. Evan takes a look at it and sees what he's pitching, and that was a nice pitch. Evan's kind of got an open stance, but he can't put that ball in play. It's high and outside.
And that back foot, he's kind of got it open. The back foot is basically on the batter's box line. But I think that's the way he's batted since he was 7 or 8 years old.
Yes. And has a very good eye himself. That's ball 2. Two 1 count coming to Evan. Ball 3 on the inside.
That would have been a tough pitch to hit. A fastball on the inside.
And here comes the pitch. That's high, ball 4. He's going to take his base. So we have a base runner. For Cooper coming up next. He answers pitch. He's our number 9 batter. But as we talked about, these guys can bat any order. Doesn't matter where we put them.
Well, we need to move that runner over to second right now. I don't know if they're going to be doing a sacrifice or not. No, he's swinging away. Pitch was inside. Anything you could do with it.
Yep, ball inside. Steps back in. But not a very good lead. Pitcher calls out the catcher to talk signs over real quick, and Cooper goes down and sees the coach about what he wants him to do.
Third baseman's all the way up on the grass, looking for, a bunt. Of course, the place to put it is up either the first base or the third base line.
Since he told him on it first, I'd love to see him take it down first base line.
See, the first baseman's trying to hold that runner on.
That's what I'm saying. If he could take it down first base line, that'd be the best to go.
Exactly, because that third baseman is charging. Now, he's up on the grass already, and the pitcher hasn't even just now toeing the rubber. He's at least 3 feet out on the grass. No. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Really can't say anything on that, but
yeah, it's
he didn't make an offer at that, but it's called a strike nonetheless.
Yeah.
Coach Wise going out to have a little discussion with him. He pulled the bat back.
Yeah, you can't argue balls and strikes anyway on this, but he's just trying to protect his player now. But and plus, it's awful hard to see when you're out there on second base as an umpire whether you check your swing or not.
And that's basically in a case like that. Really, to me, it's the home plate umpire's total call.
Yeah, I agree too.
I think in the case where we're talking about a regular swing, that field umpire can help with that, but not that call. But different, teams of umpires do it different ways.
Right. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cooper. He calls time, but he's not getting it. But did he get a balk, or did he call time? Now, why would the field umpire call time?
Got me.
Now he's here talking to our fans. I don't understand. You don't hear with the headsets on, but. And now we're set, ready to go. There goes the runner. Swung on and missed.
He's in.
And he gets in. Now, let me tell you something. Evan Ratcliffe, 4 years ago, would never have made that. He has got some speed from somewhere. So I'm proud of that boy right there. Good job.
Oh, he was safe by a good 2 steps.
And that catcher got up and threw it, too.
Got up and threw it. I think Evan actually stole that, of course, off the pitcher, not the catcher.
Yes. Yeah. Fouled that back off the catcher's helmet. I think he's fine, but he's just walking it off anyway. That's always just, that dings you a little bit.
It popped him good right in the face mask. He's kind of shaking his head a little bit. Umpire's giving him a little time, which he should,
Oh, yeah.
to get the cobwebs back out. They're talking. He's looking him in the eye.
And then he just hits him on top of the helmet again. After he got hit.
Hits him on top of the helmet and says, let's play. No,
1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, he's fine.
Hit right now, bring in a run.
And here's the pitch. Curveball almost hit him. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, there's a big gap between third and short. Again, the shortstop trying to hold on. Radcliffe is second.
You're exactly right. There's
playing
a huge gap.
Little foot games in there. It's
Call strike 3 on the outside corner. You can't take that no matter what. That's too close.
You get 2 strikes. Anything close, you got to be cut now.
Yep. Well, he'll have his bat again here. So 1 out. Andrew Moore steps up. He's our number 1 batter.
He walked the first time up. He really didn't get anything to hit in that first at bat.
Nope. But the pitcher settled down a little bit now. Fouls on straight back. Gonna get back in there again. Once again, we're in the bottom of the third. Scores 1-0 Rome.
Radcliffe's got a big lead at second.
Curveball swung on and missed. 0-2 against Morris. Now he's got to fight this one until he gets the one he wants.
I think he can probably look for a curveball again.
Fastball fouls it off over into our new pitching mound.
It shows you what I know.
I was going to let that go, Bob.
That's all right. I'll call it. You're talking about me knowing so much. Now you know that that's not the
Well, I didn't say you could predict the future. I'm just talking about the past.
I try to call pitches.
Curveball right there.
He caught a little bit of the seam with the bat.
Just enough to keep him alive.
I think he'll come back now with the fastball. Let's see.
Still 0-2. I think he'll go inside with it.
Well, that gap is still, wide open.
And he goes outside, he pokes at it, fouls it.
He poked outside of the pitch that was about 3 inches off the plate. He hit it hard. He just hit it late.
All right, 0-2 count. He's going to foul it off to get to what he wants. Come set. That's high. The more pitches we make him throw, the better off we are.
Exactly. He was wanting Morris to go with that high pitch, but it was much too high. It's right about chin high.
And the pitch swung on foul territory. It should get out, and it does. Foul territory, so new life.
Well, Morris is, getting some metal on the ball. He's keeping his at-bat alive. Still have Evan Radcliffe at second base. He pulled that shortstop way over, to help check in there. Morris has got 2 strikes on him, only 1 ball. Great curveball, but it was inside. You could tell it was inside. Rome wished otherwise.
Yeah, so he's fighting it off good here, 2-2. Don't quit now. Let's get a base hit.
Well, he's pushed him to about 10 pitches.
That was off another one. That's a curveball. Now that you have a pitch count, do we have pitch count this year?
I'm sure you did.
I don't see the
pitch counter.
The pitch counter.
He's around here, I'm sure, somewhere.
And,
because that rule I understood was still in effect.
I thought it was too, but I haven't seen anybody. But that's okay.
When we take a break, I'll go try to find it. I think we're going to see a pitching change here for both after this inning.
There's the pitch. Right up the middle to second base. Let's see if he comes up with it. Makes the throw to first in time. So out number 2, but it advances our runner to third.
Fielder's choice, and that was a good at-bat for Morris. He did a good job on some pitches that were tough. And he did catch a piece of, even though, he did just foul them off. But that was to the right side of the infield, pushed that runner over from second to third. Radcliffe is 90 feet away.
Right. And
Rome's ahead 1-0.
Smiley is up. C.J. Culver. Kid I know gets hit in the head and smiles when he runs the first. So pretty neat. Thank goodness he was okay. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off over our dugout. It was an outside pitch. He took it outside and a little bit too far.
And if you look at the gap right now, Robert, between center and right, I mean, if he could put it up that alley right now, he could be at second or third easily.
There's the pitch. Right to second baseman. Oh, he bellies up is what we call it. Makes a good play for out number 3. So we strand one on the base. We'll be right back after this message.
WZOT Rockmart, W270CE Rome.
All right, I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me.
Okay, what?
Do you think the State Farm jingle really works?
Like, for real? Like, if you sing the jingle, will your agent actually appear and help you out?
Yeah.
Of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
Contact Mary Miller at 1340 Chattahoochee Drive in Rockmart. Call 770-684-9193. Go see them on the web at www.marymillerinsurance.com.
Now you can get a great-looking cut in less time every time with an Exmark. The Mowers Landscape Pros trust 2-1 over the next best-selling brand of mower.
The friendly staff at Haney Farm and Ranch is experienced, knowledgeable, and available to advise you on your needs. Telephone 770-684-7277 or visit them at 150 Prospect Road in Rockmart.
Exmark, ready to work for you.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
All right, we're back at the Rock. Suppies is going into the 4th inning. He's been very accurate with his pitches, thrown very few balls. We've had very few base runners in the whole game, but we currently trail in this second game 1-0. Rockmart won the first one 7-4. They trailed the majority of that game up until about the 5th or 6th inning, put some hits together, and ended up with 7 runs to Rome's 4.
Yeah, and a nice victory to come out. And they said that was Coach Wise' 200th victory. So, pretty impressive.
That is impressive. Let's see how Suppies goes into this 4th inning. Oh, gosh.
Fouled straight back.
Well, that was a fastball was
I want mine. Oh, no. Anyway, we can't talk about that. It's radio. It's not TV. So, curveball, tries the bunt, pulls back. So, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's got it. Okay.
So this comes set. Here comes the pitch. Ooh.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I had to say that.
Good thing you got the headset on. That's all I'm saying. That was a nice pitch right there. But it's called strike.
Then, of course, the batter's looking at the umpire because he didn't call the first one, which was the same pitch as the second one that he did call.
Right.
But I apologize. I shouldn't say that on the radio.
You did good. That's Knox batting now. That ball's a little high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm with you. I think this will be Suppa's last inning.
Like I said, I'm surprised he went into the 4th inning, to be honest.
He comes set. And now they call time. It's a 3-2 count. We just started this 4th inning.
And of course, Suppy's, I don't think he played basketball this
Swung on a miss. No, he didn't. And strike 3. So that's going to be a Clay Birch Petite strikeout. Perfect pitch selection. Just go down to check out the new clothing selection down at Clay Birch Petite, 1075 Nathan Dean in the Triangle Shopping Center. No, he didn't. Ty Floyd did, but nice curveball.
He's had a little more work than Ty, for an example. So
right.
I don't know who they'll come with because they pretty well used 3 or 4 pitchers in the first game.
Right. Called strike 2. 2 curveballs in a row. This batter's bored. Ball hit to center field. Morris is on the run, and he makes the catch. So that's out number 2.
Morris moves quite well out in center field, covers a lot of ground.
He did a good job there. I thought Sanders was quick, but Morris was pretty quick too. Eller's going to bat now for Rome. There's 2 outs. Scores 1-0 Rome. We're in the top of the 4th. Called strike on the outside.
This umpire's doing a better job calling the plate, not the net. That was caught at the corner of the plate, but by the time it got to the net, it was a little bit outside. But that's a good curveball for you.
Yes. Yeah.
He comes back and throws the same pitch again for a strike. Just three curveballs in a row, Robert.
Yeah. I don't like curveballs, but you know what? They're working right now for
They
you.
are working. Of course, I think one of the complaints they had about the Heard County game, Rockmart said they had trouble with it due to the fact that the pitcher was throwing it about 60 miles an hour.
I don't know what he's warning. I don't know what he called there, but anyway, we're good. Nobody's on base, and quick pitch.
Well, as we talked earlier, Suppy's going to throw the ball. He's not going to. Ooh.
Yeah,
I think he made Suppy's mad with that because that ball came in low 90s.
I'm going to tell you right now, he did make Suppy's mad.
He did make him mad.
So, curveball hit hard to left field. C.J. Culver is underneath of it. Hey, he makes the catch for round number 3. Just like that, we're heading to the bottom of the 4th inning. We got to get some runs, Bob. We'll be right back.
You care about your car, so you take it to the best mechanic. You love your dog, so you take it to a vet you trust. So why go with just anyone when it comes to your insurance? With a local Allstate agent, you get expert advice you can trust and the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them the most.
In Rockmart, call Allstate agent John Purser today at 770-684-1328.
Hey baseball fans, Jeff Bailey here with Days Pre-Owned Super Center in Rockmart. And just like your favorite baseball player works hard and prepares for the season, we work hard at Days to make sure we've got the biggest and best selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs around. Days has been taking care of its customers since 1959. Located right across from Rockmart High School on Highway 113, or check us out at daysrockmart.com. Remember, today is the day.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
All right, we're back at the Rock, going to the bottom of the fourth. Robert Troy and Bob Culver here, bringing the game to you, the second of the doubleheader. Rockmart wins the first one 7-4, and there at the very end, came back and put some hits together. Now we need to do the same thing right here. We're down 1-0. Dylan Bailey comes up to the plate for Rockmart.
And we've had, two very good ball games. It was 7-4, but we only scored runs, really late. But good ball game nonetheless. And this one has been a pitcher's game so far, 1-0.
Right.
And we haven't had many base runners, and it's time to put some runs on the board with some hits back to back.
These guys all went blonde, Bob, and they put that bleach in their hair, and they asked me to do it too. I said, guys, if you had shaved your head, I'd have joined you. But they just went ahead and went blonde, because you wouldn't be able to tell on me if I had blonde hair.
Well, basically Noah Hughes asked me would I do that too, and I said no, I wouldn't do it unless if they won the state championship I would. But I don't think blonde would really help me. I guess maybe 40 years ago when it was black it might have made a difference.
Yeah.
But I don't think many people have noticed now.
Well, I was blonde at one time, but there's no blonde left. Here comes the pitch to Dylan. Curveball called strike.
See, that pitch right there, Robert, didn't go over the plate. The catcher caught it inside. If he had about a 3-4 inch break, there's no way.
All right.
But this umpire typically has done a good job of calling the plate not to miss.
Counts 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's high. 2-1. I test your knowledge here, Bob. Pitcher has got a red glove. I know there's a certain color glove you can't have as a pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, but
well, obviously you can't have anything white.
Correct.
Your eyesight's better than mine, Robert. So you saying he's got on the glove hand a red glove?
His glove is red. Not a batting glove. His glove is red. I guess it goes with Rome, of course, but I for some reason thought there was some kind of rule that says, which Dan Merkins usually texts me and tells me.
Tells you what to do.
But
Dan's been known to do that.
Yeah. Ball's low.
Okay, so you're saying the glove itself. I guess the
glove itself.
The area that the webbing is red, it appears from here.
Yes. I just can't remember what the rule is. I know it can be a white glove, of course. But, ball's hit hard, but it's playable. Donaldson's under it in the right field and makes the catch.
Well, that ball came off the bat. You really thought it was going somewhere. And I mean, it's about the time it went to its greatest height, it just died.
Yeah.
Almost came straight down.
Braden Cole steps up to the plate now.
It's time for Braden just to rip one and tie this game up.
I like how you think.
Yeah.
Here comes the pitch. Curveball left up there. Oh, he called it a strike.
He called it a strike,
it was
Robert.
A ball.
You didn't think I was shaking?
I was wondering why you tapped me. Ball hits the light, it's foul.
You just assumed it was a ball.
I assumed 100% it was a ball. Oh, I thought you were nudging me like, hey, you want something to eat? You go out and eat or what? I didn't know. Wow. 0-2 count. Curveball down low in the dirt. That's a ball.
No, I was a little surprised with that call. I thought you picked it up. But...
when you have this on, you don't hear very well. I thought you said ball real quick, but it wasn't. It was a strike. Here comes the pitch. Fouls it back. 4 ladies back here jump. Sean's one of them because he jumped with them. So, ball hits the fence.
Braden's making the pitcher work.
That pitcher has had doing a lot of work between Morris and Cole. He's thrown some pitches to them. And steps back up. 1-2 count, 1 out. Curveball. That was a ball, I think. Yeah, 2-2.
That was a ball. No doubt.
I look at the scoreboard now.
They even called it a ball.
Yeah. So. Now here comes the pitch. Curveball, fouls that off. Down third base area. Coach Y would have had it if he'd been in his box, but he's over there chatting with the coach.
Which he's probably fortunate because that might have got.
That would have been an E coach.
Yeah. So Braden got around on that ball. I think he hit one earlier that he almost hit the guys in the Rome dugout with.
Yes, he did. He hit a shot. And where they're standing now, it would have hit him.
Braden's just got to hit the ball and keep it in between the lines.
Oh, fastball. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 outs. And Reed Couch, another one, can hit the ball a mile, steps up to the plate. Trying to get your son some advertisement. They got to hit a home run. If they don't hit a home run, I can't read Culver exterminating. That's an exterminating home run. So they got to hit a home run for me to say that.
Well, we need to just encourage them to try to hit one.
That's right.
Maybe not. There you go. Reed had a nice swing on the ball.
Fouls that back here to us.
Retrieved by Floyd.
I guess I could read it anyway and make him pay over and over again for it. But
well, he'll be moaning and groaning if you don't say it at least once.
0-1 count. Here comes the pitch. It's in the dirt. Ball 1. All right, so we're in the bottom of the 4th. Scores 1-0. Rome's leading of the second game of this doubleheader. In case you're just joining us. Earlier it was beautiful. That's the time to come out and watch. Right now, bring a jacket because it's cold. Curveball inside. Ball 2.
If I'm not mistaken, do we have a hit yet, Robert?
I don't think so.
I don't think we did.
No, we do not.
And we've hit the ball, but we've hit it right at the Rome fielders.
Reed steps back in there now after everybody's done their little talking here. Here comes the pitch. Ball hit high in the air. Go ahead and get in foul territory. Get out of here. And it did, thank goodness.
Reed seems a little more aggressive at the plate this game than we did earlier.
Bring some more balls in that are white so you can see, because the other ones are getting dirty here pretty quick, hitting the dirt and all this rain we've had.
But this field is in very good shape, certainly better than the Levy field that Rome's been playing on, from what I saw on the internet and also in the newspaper.
Yes, most definitely.
They were out there in kayaks.
Swung on and missed. And he's going to tag him out. So we're out number 3. Just like that, we're going to go to the top of the 5th, down 1-0 against Rome. We'll be right back.
Our kitchen is where our life happens. It wasn't always perfect, but now it is, thanks to a home equity line of credit from Family.
Use the equity in your house to love your home with Family Savings Credit Union. Visit FamilySavingsCU.com.
This is Ryan Robinson, branch manager of your local Family Savings Credit Union. Come by and visit us sometime, 101 Felton Drive, Rockmart, Georgia, 770-684-8601.
Equal Housing Opportunity member NCUA, NMLS number 800746.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. Hoover Zach writes, I kind of want to have a party for no other reason than to get Chick-fil-A catering. We hear you, Zach. And not that you need a reason, but there's always birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, Tuesdays, the list goes on. Because it's the little things that bring out the party, like nuggets, strips, salads, cookies. You get the idea. Tweet your stories at Chick-fil-A with hashtag the little things.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
Hi, we're back on the Rock. Robert Torley and Bob Culver here. Chilling out, as you could say, in the top of the fifth inning. Chris Culver comes back and helped us out with the first game. We're glad to have him here. But we're down 1-0, and we got to make something happen. So now on the mound for us is still Suppis. He's done a great game pitching.
He's going 5 innings.
Aston is their pitcher. He's batting right now.
Suppy's throwing it just as hard as he did in the first and second inning.
Fouled that one straight back. Counts 1-1.
That was a good cut by Aston. He was on that pitch. He just didn't get it.
He's swinging for the fence there.
Well, as fast as Suppis is throwing it, if he'd hit it, he might have.
Curveball's outside. Ball.
A good off-speed pitch.
There was some heat on the inside. Called ball. Three balls, one strike. And here comes the pitch. Going to call that one outside. Suppis is not going to be very happy right now.
He's kind of tugging at his belt.
Well, this is the time where you got to watch him because this is where he gets mad and throws right. Not his fault. He gets mad because you're taking away strikes from him, what he thinks. And that's what the coach is doing, trying to take up for him now by talking to the umpire. I'm not out there behind the plate, so I can't tell you. But we're pretty close.
We can give a good guess. I've been accused of doing that before.
I can't believe that's happened, Bob. Foul ball right back here at us.
I think if that backstop hadn't been here, we could have caught that.
Or it would have hit me one of the two. My younger days, I'd have caught that. My reactions are not as good as they used to be. So we got one strike. We'll run it at first.
Braden Cole's pulled up at third base all the way.
If he throws that on grass, he'd been out.
A quick move by Suppis. Threw the ball a little bit high. Of course, Evan being a left-hander, he can get that glove on him pretty quick.
Beautiful pitch right there. Froze him.
It froze him. The batter actually had his entire body turned.
Yeah.
And all he did was look back at Dylan Bailey and shook his head up and down to agree with the call.
0-2 count. Throw to first. Called safe.
Of all the pitchers, Suppis has about as good a move as any got. Oh.
Yeah, he sure does. Him and Ty Floyd's got a really good move, too. But Suppis is really quick. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Number 24,
Harden is up to bat. That's out number 1.
I'm surprised they didn't try to move the runner over on that at bat.
Oh, I'm telling you, they don't get no closer than that to pick it off at first. Because Evan didn't even move the glove. Now, I'm not saying he didn't get his hand in there because he was close. Called strike. Coach tells his runner first to get another step. I don't think you want to do that.
Well, he's carrying about 2 pounds of red clay with him. He's had to dive back into first base.
Yep.
I think the runner's about getting tired going back. Suffies is trying to pick him off.
Fastball. Outside corner. Strike 2. Top of the 5th inning. 1-0 Rome. 1 out. Throw back to first. Not in time. Now, if we were on the road, this is when the fans would start booing.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're at home, we're not booing our own pitcher.
No.
Go ahead and pick him off. Fouls that one back here. Change up.
Rome batter was way behind that one. Suffies still throwing smoke here in the 5th inning.
Here's the pitch. Right at the second base. You're going to try to turn 2, and he bobbles it. And then he tries to go to first, and just not in time. So, had the 2, I think, but just couldn't get it out of in his hand.
Seemed a little rush on the ball. It was a chopper. Had plenty of time, but that's the play where you got to make sure you get the lead runner. If you get 2,
right, you want at least get the lead runner. You're correct.
Get the lead runner. Make sure of the lead.
All right, so runner's the first and second, the 1 out. Curveball, call for a strike.
Seems like the strike zone's opening up a little bit. What time's it?
I'm letting that one go. Call strike 2.
Suffy threw that curveball. He was down about felt high as he delivered it. It's really a tough pitch to hit.
Ball hit hard down right field. It's foul.
The pitch was up. He got some good metal on it. He was just a little bit late.
Owens batting for Rome. And so they have runner the first and second with 1 out. We need another out here. Called a ball. The home plate umpire called a ball. The guy at second base sitting there watching it. And they're calling time to go talk to him out there. Ty Floyd's talking to the other umpire. It's a lot of balk. But according to him, I don't know. So we're going to take 60 seconds. We'll be right back.
Alvis Miller and Son Funeral Home, being the only locally family-owned and operated funeral home in the area, they give wonderful personal attention to you and your family. To find out more about their services, call 770-684-5437 or visit alvismillerfuneralhome.com.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
So he calls a ball because he lifted his leg and held it there. But I've never known you couldn't do that. Now, if you know.
It's just basically coming in as something that's going to deceive the runner. I didn't see anything much different than what Suppy's been doing the whole time.
Right.
He's got a high leg kick. And he did that time, he did more of a slide. I guess he was afraid to kick it that high.
Exactly. I mean, that's exactly right. 0-2 count. Runners now advance to second and third. Here comes a pure ball hit up in the air. Shortstop, Ty Floyd comes in to catch it. Takes it away from Braden Cole. So for out number 2.
I'm going to say this. I don't mean to make anybody hurt their feelings, but I didn't hear anybody call the ball. Braden and Ty bumped into each other. Somebody's got to call the ball.
Yeah, that definitely could have been bad if it was a little bit closer.
It was a lazy pop fly. It wasn't anything of any magnitude, but we got to call the ball.
Ball thrown to Donaldson. First one throws a pass it for strike 1. Now you got third base down there with the runner at third base. He turned around and ran back real quick because he had a heck of a lead. And Dylan's got a good arm. Ball 1. Once again, we're in the top of the 5th. 2 outs. 1-1's the count. 1-0. Rome leads. And they have runners at second and third. Ball hit up the... Oh, it's a Suppy that catches it. Throws it back to first for out number 3. Nice job. I thought it got by him. We're going to head off to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back. 1-0.
Are you aware that untreated wood is highly susceptible to termite damage? Are you bothered by other pesky insects like bed bugs, ants, roaches, wasps, and hornets? Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control for an inspection. They have the experience to handle your pest control needs. Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control today to schedule an appointment.
Now you can get a great-looking cut in less time every time with an X-Mark. The Mowers Landscape Pros trust 2-1 over the next best-selling brand of mower.
The friendly staff at Haney Farm and Ranch is experienced, knowledgeable, and available to advise you on your needs. Telephone 770-684-7277 or visit them at 150 Prospect Road in Rockmart.
X-Mark, ready to work for you.
You're listening to Rockmart High School Baseball here on WZOT, brought to you by John Purser Allstate, Now and Then Antiques, the Nathan Dean Agency, Advanced Rehab. And now back to the action of Rockmart High School Baseball.
All right, so we're back in the Rock, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the bottom of the 5th now. Only got a couple innings left. This is where we took over last game, so hopefully we can do it again. We did win the first game 7-4. But now we're down 1-0 in this game.
Now, this has been a pitcher's duel from the get-go. Both pitchers have done a good job, and they're actually bringing the Rome pitcher back for the, 5th inning?
5th inning. Suppis has pitched 5 innings, and so is Askin. So, Ty Floyd's going to be batting first along with Suppis and Ratcliffe for us. See if we can't get something started.
Well, we've done, this would be our 3rd turn through the lineup as far as the batting's concerned. So we should pretty well know what we're going to be looking at with Aspen. He seems to be falling off the mound a little bit, having trouble getting his pitches over the plate now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. He throws this one away, went to a different ball. I'm sure that was it.
The temperature is probably about 15 degrees cooler than when the first game ended. With that sun going down, which is typical, we've experienced that before. But we haven't hit the ball. Well, we've hit it. We haven't hit it in the right place.
Exactly. So, and we got to put some more together.
And you say, well, we've got good hitters coming up. At the top of this inning, at the bottom of this inning for Rockmart. But just to be honest, you expect all of our hitters to hit.
Yep.
So you can't say a particular part of the order. There may be a little more power in certain spaces, but as far as hitting the ball and hitting it hard, we start out with Ty Floyd, and I think we've got Suppage next.
and then Radcliffe. So I mean, we've got the lineup to do it.
It's time to do it.
Exactly. I guess you got to say, don't wait on somebody else when you can do it yourself.
Mm-hmm. Whatever we got to do to get on base right now, that's Ty Floyd's job.
Right. So, okay, here we go. Starting at the bottom of the fifth. Ty Floyd steps in. Pitcher gets his lines, and here we go. Curveball. I think it's a ball.
It's a ball. Ball never touched part of the plate.
Here goes the next pitch. Ball hit hard to second base. He's right there on it. Bellies up. Throws it first, but he bobbles it. Oh, he picks it up in time with his bare hand. I mean, that could have been costly, but...
it was costly in the fact that, well, it could have been worse, but the second baseman just tried to just place it over there to the first baseman, and Ty Floyd just about beat it out.
Number 2, Jonathan.
Suppis is up now. Trying to help himself out. But I think they got people warming up right now. I think we'll see a different pitcher next inning. But we said that the last 2 innings.
Well, I said it after the second inning.
Shortstop comes up. He's got to come up with a quick. He does make the play. He had to charge that ball because Suppis is very fast.
We had a good charge with the shortstop and a good stretch by the first baseman.
I mean, I hate that we got out there, but I like seeing good baseball, and that was good baseball.
That was good baseball on Rome's part right there.
So Evan Radcliffe up now, our lefty. I'm freezing you to death, Bob, here. If you got to go in, I understand, because it is cold. Mark Garrett says we get cold pay, so that's good.
Cold pay?
Yeah, cold pay. I'm just going to say, place that owns Bilo, you would think they'd have a heater up here for us.
You would think.
He's going to say he went and swung, so he's going to call that a strike.
They could probably get you some scrap lumber up here. We just
Something.
have a little box.
A little something.
But there were times last year when we were much colder than this.
Yeah, that's true.
Not when I was helping you with the ball game. But I can remember it was mandatory you bring your heater.
Yeah.
But that's another thing that you run into with the baseball season starting so early now.
We might have that next week, Bob.
We may. I think there's a couple of nights where the low's going to be like 18 or 19.
Well, it counts now 2-2 with 2 outs. That was a nice swing by Evan. Just missed it.
I don't know how it was in Indiana, but back when I played high school baseball, we didn't start until March, and you played the last 2 weeks of March, played all of April, and maybe a week in May.
And that's how it was, too, but there were some days it snowed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say in Indiana, we played the same time, but there were some cold days.
Well, I remember, I forget exactly what year it was. Brian was, I think he was a sophomore. He played over in Cartersville. It's about 65 degrees, and then that night it snowed about 7 inches.
Called strike 3 looking on the outside corner, or inside corner, excuse me. So he goes down. We're going to go to the top of the 6th. We'll be back right after this.
Rockmart Rent to Own invites you to come by and see our brand new showroom. We have added lots of square footage and filled it up with furniture lines like Ashley, United, Lane, and Simmons, with new merchandise arriving every day. Be sure to come by and see Scooter and the whole crew. Mattress specials every week. And of course, we also have appliance deals for every need. We also have the best propane prices in Polk County. We are open Monday and Tuesday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., closed on Wednesday, open Thursday and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Saturday 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., closed on Sunday. Call 770-684-5314, located at 966 Searton Highway, Rockmart.
I'm Barry Williams, Athletic Director at Rockmart High School, and I would like to thank our Booster Club, sponsors, and community for supporting Rockmart High School athletics. Go Jackets!
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
All right, we're back at the Rock, going to the top of the sixth, and Braden Cole is going to be pitching now for Rockmart. So he's coming up here, and catching still is Dylan Bailey. Third base is Jonathan Supples. Short is Floyd. Johnson Ditch is going to be at second, and Evans Ratcliffe at first. Still in left field is C.J. Culver. Center is Morris. And in right field is, I believe, Sanders is still out there. Well, let's see here. It's not Sanders, I'm sorry. It's
that's not Reed.
It might be Reed. No, it's I don't know what I had there. Got two different lineups here. Right field is Reed Couch. It is. So
that is Reed. We have to apologize for our eyesight here because it's. Oh, he went.
Oh, called him safe.
Oh, well.
Yep.
What I know.
Yep. So 1-1 count. Ready to go toes the rubber. Here comes the pitch. It's in the dirt. Ball.
Braden's falling off on the left side a little too much. He carries that ball down in the dirt on the right side of the plate. Oh, he smoked that one.
Nothing but heat there.
Right
2-2.
down the middle.
Yep. And here comes the pitch. Strike three, outside corner. So that's going to be a Clay Birch fatigue strikeout. Perfect pitch selection. Just come in and check out the new clothing line I have down at Clay Birch 1075 Nathan Dean Triangle Center. Comes the pitch.
It was a good off-speed pitch. It wasn't a strike, but it was a good pitch.
That was a nice strike. Swung on a miss. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Another cut, missed. It's a nice cut there by Knox. Swung on a miss, strike 2.
So where's Kadum signed to go? I think football?
Yeah, I think Chris said either Virginia or West Virginia.
Virginia Tech.
Virginia something. Virginia something.
Tech.
So.
Just talking to Coach During, he's a big Virginia Tech fan, and he was coming over to watch him since we had a signee. And Kadum going to Virginia Tech, he wanted to watch some of it. So.
Oh, that's cool. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out right now in the top of the 6th. 1-0 Rome leads. Knox Kadum's batting for Rome. Swing on a miss, strike 3. That's another Clay Birch Boutique strikeout.
Number 35.
If you want to, you can go online and check out, or Facebook. They have all the new line clothing. You can go and check and see what they have. Jewelry, nice gifts for the wife, girlfriend, or even your daughter. So go down there and check them out in the Nathan Dean Shopping Center. That ball's in the dirt. Ball 1. Batter up now is Bullard. And the pitch threw it right past him. But if he'd have got a hold of that, it would have been gone too, because he was swinging as hard as Cole was throwing.
Braden's quite deceptive with the speed as it comes off. You know, his fingertips well explode.
Going to the right field. It's going to get down. And Cooper goes out there and retrieves it before Reed can get to it.
What do you used to call that? Texas leaguer? It just barely goes over the second baseman's head, just in the no man's land between the second baseman and the right fielder.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I used to call it a blooper, but I don't know.
Blooper.
You know, you're probably right. So either way, it's a base hit. And here comes the pitch. Throws back to first, but not in time by the catcher.
So you're in a 1-0 game. You'll take one of those just as quickly as a well hit ball. Gosh, he's playing off a long way for a big guy.
Curveball misses outside. Counts 1-1.
I think we may get a chance to see Braden Cole's pickoff move. Bullard is off. He did go over to first.
You did. You called it almost on time.
Yeah, but not quick enough.
So it was a little high, but that was a quick move.
Bullard's not as far off this time either, which is
That pitch is a little low. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 6th, 1-0 Rome leads in our second game of our doubleheader.
And this second game's just gone very fast.
Pitch is low, 3-1. That cold air is hitting my lower back now. It's starting to make me cramp up a little bit. That's high, ball 4. So now we're going to have runners on first and second with 2 outs. Aston, the pitcher's batting for them. Now he has a chance to help his team out. I hope he doesn't now. I'm looking at the sockets getting that high again, like you just talked about, above the knees.
They're above the knees, but he's got, half of the infield from diving back into first base when he got on base a little bit earlier today.
I hope he leaves that dirt here before he leaves, because dirt's expensive nowadays, this red brick dust. Call strike on the outside corner. As much rain as we've had, Bob, I guarantee you we've lost a ton of dirt down there at the new ball field, because it's just rolled all the way out in the outfield and left field 2. Curveball misses. He's running. Not in time. Dill gets past Dillon. He tries to throw him out, but not in time. So the runner's going to be at third. But the runner at first stayed. I don't know what happened there, but some kind of miscommunication. But he'll probably go now. But Dillon will throw him out and be done with it.
They might have been blocked seeing the ball get away from Dylan Bailey with the batter and the umpire and the catcher all in a line there.
Yeah.
But he really should have been down at second base, but that's okay for what.
Right. Threw it down to second, cut it off, threw him at third to see if they could get him out. They couldn't. Probably would have had him at second if he would let it go on through. But so now they got their runners at second and third. It's called a delayed steal there.
Yeah, we just got to work the batter.
It's 2-1 count with 2 outs. Swung on and missed, so it's 2-2 with 2 outs. He was going for the fence on that one, too.
Well, I wouldn't be too worried about that runner at second. The runner at third is what makes the difference. So we don't need to create gaps in the infield.
Holy moly.
That was a good pitch. 2-strike pitch.
Hard to lay off no matter what, whether it was a ball or strike. That's too hard to lay off. So now it's a full count. And here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. We're heading to the bottom of the sixth. We're down by 1 run, 1-0. So we got to do it here, Bob. We'll be right back.
WZOT Rockmart, W270CE Rome.
Hey baseball fans, Jeff Bailey here with Days Pre-Owned Supercenter in Rockmart. And just like your favorite baseball player works hard and prepares for the season, we work hard at Days to make sure we've got the biggest and best selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs around. Days has been taking care of its customers since 1959. Located right across from Rockmart High School on Highway 113, or check us out at daysrockmart.com. Remember, today is the day.
Our kitchen is where our life happens. It wasn't always perfect, but now it is, thanks to a home equity line of credit from Family.
Use the equity in your house to love your home with Family Savings Credit Union. Visit FamilySavingsCU.com.
This is Ryan Robinson, branch manager of your local Family Savings Credit Union. Come by and visit us sometime, 101 Felton Drive, Rockmart, Georgia, 770-684-8601.
Equal Housing Opportunity Member NCUA. NMLS number 800746.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
All right, so we're back at the Rock, going to the bottom of the sixth. 1-0, we're down. And a new pitcher for Rome. It's going to be Hayden Folletti. And if I'm saying that right, you can look at that there, Bob, and see. It's going to be number 21.
I think Folletti is right. I think you got it.
So we'll see, but usually that's pretty close. I can get those. If not, I'll just make it up and go on.
Go on, yeah.
But
well, there might be somebody from Rome listening. You know.
Exactly. And I like the Rome teams and the kids, and like I said, we've grown up watching them play, and a good bunch of kids, but I still want to win. So no matter what.
Well, too, you got to take into consideration. I think this thing may be in broadcast outside of just the radio, is it not? Isn't it streamed live?
It is. It is.
So there's a possibility we may have some Rome folks, because I don't see anybody else here that's announcing the game for a Rome station, so we might be it.
No, and if it was TV, they wouldn't have me on it for sure. My face is good for radio, but and I accept that. Looks like we're going to have a new batter. Sam Sanders is coming in for Cooper. So Sam is, you might see him bunt right here to go ahead and try to get on. Third base doesn't realize that. He's still back.
Third base.
Yeah, he's coming up a little bit.
It looks like the pitcher asked it.
He squares the bunt but pulls it back, and now first base says, "Oh, I better get up there." So
that is Aston that's moved to third now.
Right. Now the first base moves up to the front of the grass. So that was a ball one. It was way over his head. Here comes the pitch. Another one way over his head. Hey, we'll take the base runners. Any way you can get on. He'll be at second before you know it, so we just got to get you on first.
And Sam's always done a good job of getting on base, but even with those, he couldn't hit it. He couldn't bunt it for sure.
Ball's a little outside. 3-0. You can definitely see, don't you even think about it.
That was a pretty good pitch right there.
It was
Robert.
a pretty good pitch. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. In the dirt, almost. It's ball 4.
Well, we got one of our better base runners on first base, and then Drew Morris is the batter. He's a good contact hitter. He's got good speed, too. So maybe we can put something together in this. And when they talk about these strike zones, too, I just feel like sometimes they get a little too small, and the batters get accustomed to that.
Yeah, and strike zones should never change. It is what it is. And but here we are. He hasn't really thrown but one good pitch so far, so you really don't want to do a hit and run.
Mm-hmm.
And I might make him throw me a pitch before I decide what we're going to do.
Now third baseman's out on the grass. First baseman's back to hold the runner on.
pitch was.
But Laddie's a little bit high on most everything he's thrown. He did have one pitch that was a little bit low, but everything else has been high.
So you just.
I think Marsh just needs to sit there and take it till we get a strike at least.
Correct. You got to see a good pitch. It's outside. That's the same thing with Sanders. Even though he can steal second, why do it yet until you see this young man throw a strike? Here's the pitch. He checks a swing, fouls it over out of play.
That would have been ball 3.
Yes, it would have been. Takes a sign. Here's the pitch. Fouls it behind us here, so now it's 2-2 count. I think you'll see Sanders go on this pitch. What kind of lead he gets.
Well, Sam takes a pretty big lead anyway, and he's got one in this game.
Hey, swung, strike 3. Got to throw him out at first. So he does throw him out at first, but we advance our runner. C.J. Culver steps up to the plate. And Rome's coming out and talking to the umpire about something. Coach is.
Well, I think probably because the first base was occupied. Even though he was stealing, he originated at first.
That's correct.
So he should have been out.
Yeah, he would have been out either way.
Either way.
But even if he would have overthrown that, that would have been his bad. He shouldn't have thrown it anyway.
Exactly. Batter would have still been out, but the ball was live.
Correct. So here we go. We've got a runner at second, which is Sam Sanders, very, very fast. C.J. Culver been putting the bat on the ball very well lately, and especially in last year, so it's carried over. All we want to do is put the ball in play somewhere in the outfield, and we'll score a run here.
That's something we can do to mention Culver exterminating.
That's right. Anything we can do. Oh, he pokes at the ball, the third. He's coming up throwing, and one of those that just, oops, I didn't mean to do that, but gets thrown out of first base. That's 2 outs.
If he just swung at it hard, it might have really gone somewhere.
Right.
He hit it solid, but it was a half swing. Hit it straight to the third baseman.
So 2 outs. Now it's up to Dylan Bailey to get the run in. Runner's at third right now. So let's see what happens here. Dylan steps in. Throws a little bit low. Ball 1.
Catcher's doing a good job of checking the mitt. He didn't fool the umpire that time. It's still a ball.
Right. Right. Time's called by Dylan. Like taking too long. He definitely is not going to tell this pitcher it's quick pitching because he's not. He's taking his own sweet time.
He's definitely concerned about Dylan Bailey at the plate.
Here's the pitch. Curveball call.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I don't know what I can say about that pitch over the radio.
I'm just glad you got the headsets on. I just, wow. Here's the pitch. And see, he swings at a high one because you don't know what to swing at anymore. When your strike zone changes,
I'm glad you said
You
that.
ain't got a clue what to swing at.
I'm glad you said that because you're a regular. I'm just a drop-in.
Yeah, but I just, that's just a shame. I know it's a doubleheader and we get tired here, but ball hits the ground. Here comes the runner. Sam's coming in for the slide, and he's going to be safe. He does get hit in the head with the knee, though, so let's see if he's okay. He's getting up. And he goes, we're going to take 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Your personal information is very important, and when compromised, can lead to big security issues. Don't trust your information with a here today, gone tomorrow company. Call somebody with reliability and stability in this community. Barnes Tax Service, 770-684-7556.
You're listening to Rockmart High School Baseball here on WZOT, brought to you by John Purser Allstate, Now and Then Antiques, the Nathan Dean Agency, Advanced Rehab. And now back to the action of Rockmart High School Baseball.
All right, we're back. Sam does get helped up, and he's in the dugout. I'll tell you, that's great base running right there. He was waiting for something like that to happen. Coach didn't have to say go. He's gone.
Well, Sam's always been a good base runner, and he took advantage of the catcher losing that ball. The ball didn't really get out of the circle, from him, but pitcher was a little bit late getting there.
Yeah, so here we go. Dylan Bailey just struck out, but it doesn't matter. We're on the board. The score is 1-1 going to the top of the 7th inning. So we'll be back in 60 seconds.
Freeman Harris Funeral Home, the funeral home that has been providing a strong arm for our friends and neighbors to lean on for the past 76 years. We are proud of the young folks of our community and wish for them success on the field and off. Freeman Harris Funeral Home, Rockmart's very own.
Are you aware that untreated wood is highly susceptible to termite damage? Are you bothered by other pesky insects like bed bugs, ants, roaches, wasps, and hornets? Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control for an inspection. They have the experience to handle your pest control needs. Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control today to schedule an appointment.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
All right, we're back to the Rock, top of the 7th inning. Tie ball game, 1-1, and Bob, you said something about going extra innings, but whew, I tell you what, it's cold. Let's just hope Braden Cole can get us 1, 2, 3 here, and we can get somebody in this next inning and call it a game.
Well, when we started tonight, it was quite comfortable. I would say it's maybe in the mid-60s. But once that sun goes down, especially on this field, that temperature drops.
It's almost like somebody's been in the shower too long, and the hot water is gone. So, problem is we can't get out of the shower. It's cold, but love it. Love baseball. This is awesome. Got a jacket on. Fix to put the hoodie up. But Braden Cole comes back to the mound to pitch the 7th inning. We'll see what happens here.
Well, we made it a ball game again. We're tied 1-1.
Well, that good substitution by putting Sanders in there was a great job. Coach, it's small ball. In this situation, when it's a close game, you've got to do that to win these games.
So when it's 1-0 and you're in the 6th inning, it is small ball.
Yep.
You do whatever you can, anything to get on base, and that's exactly what Sanders did.
Yep. Swung on and missed there. Strike one.
That's a good curveball that Braden just threw.
Another one. Strike two.
I would think he may come back with another curveball.
Coach Luke. Ball's outside. And you should have brought a heater, you're right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled that one off and back to the screen.
Oh, he's lucky to get a piece of that.
He was.
That was a desperation swing. He was fooled on the pitch. He did a good job at least getting a piece out of it.
And here comes the pitch from Cole. Hit that ball twice with his bat, but still not the same pitch about every time. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've had about 4 or 5 curveballs and 1 fastball. You throw him a fastball inside right now, he'll be going to the dugout.
Yeah. Kind of a change up on the outside corner. Bounce that back here to us, so still 1-2, nobody out. Top of the 7th, 1-1. Tie ball game. Braden Cole comes with the pitch. Low. 2-2. Now, this is where you don't want to lose somebody. If you work that hard to get where you're at, you definitely don't want to lose.
No. You got a 2-2 count. We don't, and, I was thinking that we'd throw more balls than that, but
curveball right back to Braden Cole.
Because number 10, Jerome, came up to hit the ball, and he did. Hit it right back to Braden Cole, and easy put out at first.
Yeah, out number 1. Now batting Folletti, the new pitcher for them. I'm stopped right down the score. I'm too cold to write right now. We'll get it. There's the pitch.
I don't believe we've seen Folletti bat tonight, have we?
We have not. Nice location right there. Dylan, the catcher, turned around and looked at the umpire like, "What are you doing? What are you looking at?" That's pretty bad. And Dylan's a good kid. He's not disrespectful. I mean, wow.
I think that's one, Robert, I need to just keep my mouth shut on because...
That's why you got a headset on, because otherwise you'd be thrown out of here by now.
Oh.
Wow. And see, this frustrates pitching when you do that. I understand you're missing some here and there, but wow. Called strike right down the middle. 3-1. Braden's not wasting time now either. He's getting the sign. He's throwing, so you might as well call it. It's quick pitching too because he's getting the sign and going. Swung on, strike 2. Had to throw that one right down the middle. He missed it, so it's 3-2 count.
And because you don't really want this pitcher Folletti on first base because you know they're going to do a pinch run.
The ball hits straight up the middle. Gets through for a base hit. But you're exactly right. They're going to pinch run for him.
Number 1, Brayer Talent.
That's one of the better base hits we've had in this ball game, Robert.
That's it. It is. Anyway, this game, you're right.
And we had a pitcher do it, so. All right, it's time for us to put together a double play. Make sure of one.
Correct. So now batting is Cohen. I believe it's Cohen, but for Rome. Throw to first. Ooh, that was close again. So, batter steps back in play. We got 1 out right now. Runner at first. Not a very big lead at all. Her ball went around. Strike 1.
I'm glad he finally called that.
Yeah.
We've had about 2 or 3 that were exactly the same way that he did not count as a swing.
That was the same pitch.
Great pitch.
Strike 2.
Oh, he brought that off the edge of the table.
It was 0-2. Here's the pitch. Another curveball, but it's outside a little bit. Our curveball changeup is always about the same to me. They don't break off the side of the earth, but this last one didn't. Here's the pitch. A little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 7th, 1-1. Tie ball game.
Oh, great shit.
Right 3 on the outside corner. Caught him looking.
That pitcher was about 25 miles an hour faster than the curveball he threw before.
Exactly. That's why he didn't have a chance.
He didn't have a chance. He didn't even have thought about swinging at that pitch.
Fouled off back. This is Donaldson batting for Rome. He's their leadoff batter. Well, I'm not going to believe this, but it says it's 57 degrees and feels like 57 degrees. Somebody at the Weather Channel needs to lose their job. I don't think they're wrong.
It's a cold 57.
It is a very cold 57. Throw to first, gets back in time. All right, now he takes a sign. He's ready to go. That's a little bit high.
Yeah, Braden finished real high on that. He didn't break it off.
Yeah, the crickets out there, I've been hearing them all night. Ball's inside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I think we need to keep Donaldson off the bases.
We definitely need to keep him off the bases. Fouls that one straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top 7.
I think I recognize that name, too, from football, do I not?
Oh, you do. Yes, you do. Strike 3, call on a curveball. We got one back there, but I'm telling you, wow. Anyway, we're going to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back right after this.
All right, I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me.
Okay, what?
Do you think the State Farm jingle really works?
Like, for real? Like, if you sing the jingle, will your agent actually appear and help you out?
Yeah.
Of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
Contact Mary Miller at 1340 Chattahoochee Drive in Rockmart. Call 770-684-9193. Go see them on the web at www.marymillerinsurance.com.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. Hoover Zach writes, I kind of want to have a party for no other reason than to get Chick-fil-A catering. We hear you, Zach, and not that you need a reason, but there's always birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, Tuesdays, the list goes on. Because it's the little things that bring out the party, like nuggets, strips, salads, cookies. You get the idea. Tweet your stories at Chick-fil-A with hashtag the little things.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
All right, we're back at the Rock, going down to the 7th inning, the bottom of the 7th. The score is tied 1-1. We're going to have up for us first. It looks like Braden Cole, then Reed Couch, and Ty Floyd. Joining me is Bob Culver tonight. Glad to have you here on this nice, cool night. And hopefully we can get a run so we can go home and get warm.
No doubt about it. Braden has pitched a couple innings. He played third for the innings while Jonathan Suppers was on the mound. Both of them pitched very well. Of course, that's obvious with the score being 1-1.
Right.
Only problem is the Rome pitchers have pitched very well in the second game also. But this is our game if we want it. We've got the order to come up. Brady starts it off. We just need base runners.
Fouled off back here. Thing about it is, if he can get on base, we can get a courtesy runner for him because he's the pitcher.
Right.
So we can put some speed on the bases. But while we're here in the bottom of the seventh, I want to thank some people. I want to thank Haney's Power Sports, Allstate, Days, Chevrolet, Chick-fil-A, Family Savings for coming on board and sponsoring baseball this year. Ball's fouled back straight here to us as well, along with Miller's Funeral Home, Harrelson Pest Control, Freeman Harris, Alvis Miller, Rent to Own, Mary Miller State Farm. Here's the pitch. High ball. Now and then, Nathan Dean Agency, Advanced Rehab. Then, of course, we got our wonderful only Chris Culver and his Culver's Exterminating. Do a great job there. They take care of my bugs. Well, I don't have bugs, so he must be taking care of them. Ball hit high up in the air, way high. It's going to be second base is going to be underneath of it, and does make the catch. And Precious Balls.
That was a good play. That was a real good play because that ball just appeared. It was a major league pop-up.
Yes. Precious Balls, we want to thank them, taking care of our animals. And then, of course, we've got Rutgers Jewelry down there downtown, and Clay Birch. Guys, we really appreciate you, and please shop local here and support them. And if anybody else wants to come on board, talk to Mark Garrett, Mark Lumpkin, or Brian down at the radio station. It's going to be a great season here for baseball. Like I said, we're going to do some track and some soccer and some tennis, and, we definitely need some sponsors for that. But at the same time, giving back to the community and letting these kids enjoy their junior, senior year and their high school years on the radio because, hey, I'm telling you, this is it. This is a great high school, and this is a great sports program we got going on.
And, we just had the track that was, resealed, redone. We're having track meets this year for the first time in 3 or 4 years because the surface was worn out on the track.
Yeah, so. We used to have all the area matches over here.
Mm-hmm.
But Reed Couch fouls that one off. It's the second one. 0-2 to him with one out. But, yeah, most definitely. So hopefully we can hold him again.
And we're going to hold the region track meet here.
Well, great.
So, we're excited about that.
Swung on a miss, but it hits the ground. He's running to first, and they throw us in time for out number 2. Okay, so Ty Floyd's coming up. I'm just going to ask for a Culver home run right here. If we can get a Culver home run, 2 things happen. Sponsor, he gets a home run, and we're going home.
We go home. We get to fold the table up, put up the equipment. And
we might not even fold the table up tonight. But Ty Floyd's up 1-1 in the bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Hit hard, but it's going to be out. The center field's going to be moving underneath of it, and he does make the catch. So just like that, we're going to extra innings.
And for a while there, it looked like it was going to fall. And then all of a sudden, as it started downward, it just pretty well died.
Yes. So we'll be back in 60 seconds.
You care about your car, so you take it to the best mechanic. You love your dog, so you take it to a vet you trust. So why go with just anyone when it comes to your insurance? With a local Allstate agent, you get expert advice you can trust and the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them the most.
In Rockmart, call Allstate agent John Purser today at 770-684-1328.
Hey baseball fans, Jeff Bailey here with Days Pre-Owned Supercenter in Rockmart. And just like your favorite baseball player works hard and prepares for the season, we work hard at Days to make sure we've got the biggest and best selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs around. Days has been taking care of its customers since 1959. located right across from Rockmart High School on Highway 113, or check us out at daysrockmart.com. Remember, today is the day.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
All right, we're back at the Rock, going to the top of the 8th inning, and tied 1-1.
And we were talking about earlier going into extra innings, and you didn't seem to think that was going to happen. And here we are.
I was, to be honest, I was kind of hoping it wasn't going to happen. The overtime space is very good, though. I mean, Mark Garrett, Mark Lumpkin, it goes by the minute now after every. It's not by inning now, so we can stay as long as we want to.
Isn't there some Georgia high school regulation about starting the inning after a certain time during a weekday?
I hope we don't find out what it is. That's all I'm going to say, if there is. So, I don't know what we're waiting. Oh, I do know what we're waiting on. We have one umpire. The other one's going to come back in a minute. So, we're going to take 30 seconds and we'll be right back.
So you take it to the best mechanic. You love your dog, so you take it to a vet you trust. So why go with just anyone when it comes to your insurance? With a local Allstate agent, you get expert advice you can trust and the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them the most.
In Rockmart, call Allstate agent John Purser today at 770-684-1328. Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
I think I hear Jeff Bailey's back, too.
Jeff Bailey is back. He made it back to the second game.
So where were they before? I wondered.
They were at the middle school game. His son was playing there. I don't know what happened. I didn't hear the outcome of that. Pitch is going to be outside. Comes set. Here's the pitch.
Well, I see Jake Bailey over there. He probably played in the game, but I can't get his attention to tell us what the score was.
Yeah, he did play, matter of fact. So, let's foul back to the screen. It's 1-2 is the count. Oh, yeah, it's wet. I can see the table's wet. You're right.
We got a little cool condensation on the top of the table where the temperature has changed.
Trying to get Jake Bailey there. If you look over here, he's over there yawning. It's past his bedtime. So
we're going to get an update on the middle school game.
Ball's a little bit high. You can put that headset on him right there, Bob, and he can tell us about it. So while we got extra innings.
So Jake Bailey's with us with the junior high game. How did it end up?
We won 12-1.
12-1. Who'd you play?
Darlington.
Darlington. 12-1. You were there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you traveled. So 12-1. And who got the hits? Who did the pitching?
I pitched the first 3 innings, and Ariana Cooper pitched the second 2.
Ah, okay. So 12-1. That's pretty big.
Yes, sir.
It's almost like you missed 2 extra points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, we stay right there. You're fine. We walked the batter here, and so they've got one on with the no outs, and come back up with Jake. So good victory tonight, 12-1. How many games have you guys played so far?
That's our first one. We have 20 on the season.
20 on the season. Well, you can't go undefeated if you don't win the first one. Squared the bunt, strike called, throw down the first, not in time. So, you have 2 teams or 1 team?
We have 2, varsity and JV.
And you were on varsity?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so why did you only pitch 3 innings? That's what I want to know, Jake.
I kind of got off a little bit.
Did you? Well, it's early in the season. You can fix that, can't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, so you must not have gotten too far off, or they wouldn't have scored but one run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, congratulations. And I'm sorry, did you say you got a hit tonight?
Yes, sir. One.
All right. Was it a home run or was it just a hit?
Single.
Single. Hey, singles are good. Bunts that up in the air. Dylan Bailey dives after it. Just missed it. Jake, that's your brother, but you would have had that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If that was you, you would have caught that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you have to talk to your brother about that. It's probably because of the new hairstyle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. But he did hustle after it. You know, it's a doubleheader. It's extra innings. I'm going to give him a little slack on missing that one there.
Yeah.
So, but great. So when's your next game?
We have a doubleheader Friday against Carrollton.
Where's that at?
At Carrollton.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, good luck there. And anytime you want to come back and talk, you're a celebrity already. You do ads for your dad for days, and you're always around the ball field. And what's your favorite sport?
I have to say baseball.
You have to because it's baseball season, or it's just you have to.
Probably because I'm in it right now.
Good answer. I like to hear that. Very good.
And some of his coaches may be listening.
That's right. So that's strike three. So that's going to be one out by Cole. Now we're going to step up to the plate is Bullard, which he's got plenty of power. Here's the pitch, curveball, a little low. So tell us a little about who's better, you or your brother?
Me. By a lot.
By a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably what he would say too. So at least you're honest. I mean, you're the baby. You're supposed to be better, right?
Yeah.
You learn everything from him, and that's great. You know he's going to listen to this broadcast later.
Yeah.
He'll be replaying it.
Yeah.
So you'll be in trouble.
There'll be a time when Mom and Dad are not at the house, and he's going to remind you what you said. Jams him, going to second with it, can't come up with it. So everybody's safe. Runners at first and second. Just couldn't come up with the ball. It was kind of had a weird spin when it hit the dirt out there, or the mud.
Oh, he hit it directly off the end of the bat. It had such spin in it. When it hit the ground, it was just going in about 4 different directions, so it was a hard play to make.
I don't know if it's dirt anymore, if it's mud, because there's water on this table, water everywhere. It's very damp. I don't mind extra innings if we win, so we got to get some outs right here.
Mm-hmm.
Now batting is Hellard. It's called strike.
Good little infield fly would be good right now.
Swung on and missed. Nice stop by Dylan Bailey. Throws back at first. Not in time. It tags him on the behind.
That was a tough call to make from that distance.
Yeah.
It was very close. Bullard was a little late getting there.
Yep. Good.
I would have called him out, but
well, you're a homer too, so
that's
you know.
true.
You used to not be, but now you're a homer. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that. Here's the pitch. But outside. 2 balls. Well, 2 strikes, 1 ball, I believe. I don't know what. Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's 9:41. Ball hit hard. Gets past third base. Uh-oh. And there's going to be interference called, I guarantee you. Throw's coming into home. And he calls him safe at home because they did run into each other at third base. So, unfortunately, umpire behind the plate calls interference.
He was standing up on that.
But he was trying to make the play. He was trying to field the ball.
Yeah, he was trying to get up from it.
So he's going in to talk to him here real quick, and now Coach is coming out to talk to him. So we're going to take 60 seconds to be right back.
Our kitchen is where our life happens. It wasn't always perfect, but now it is, thanks to a home equity line of credit from Family.
Use the equity in your house to love your home with Family Savings Credit Union. Visit FamilySavingsCU.com.
This is Ryan Robinson, branch manager of your local Family Savings Credit Union. Come by and visit us sometime, 101 Felton Drive, Rockmart, Georgia, 770-684-8601.
Equal Housing Opportunity member NCUA. NMLS number 800746.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. Hoover Zach writes, I kind of want to have a party for no other reason than to get Chick-fil-A catering. We hear you, Zach. And not that you need a reason, but there's always birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, Tuesdays, the list goes on. Because it's the little things that bring out the party, like nuggets, strips, salads, cookies. You get the idea. Tweet your stories at Chick-fil-A with hashtag the little things.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
All right, so we're back at Rockmart. The wheels of the bus have just fallen off. We had an interference call on our third baseman because the home plate umpire thought it was interference, and more than likely he was correct there from what we saw. So they scored a run. We made it 2-1, and the very first pitch for Aston, he gets up and hits it to right field, scores 2 more runs, and so it's 4-1 right now in the top of the 8th. The Rockmart infielders are going inside and talking right now, just talking to each other what they need to do. A little communication right there. We're actually going to turn and throw the second a little bit quicker, and now
we were a little bit in disarray after the
correct
the interference call, and of course that, just like Robert and I were talking at the break, basically that's a play that could be called the other way if he was in the process of making the fielding play. But I think the contact occurred when Suffies was getting on his feet after the ball had passed.
Right. Now we're making a walk to the diamond. It's going to bring in
Shelton, it appears.
Sidearm Shelton's coming in, so it's going to be a Rucker Jewelers walk to the diamond. There are hometown jewelers downtown on Rockmart. Go to rockmartjeweler.webs.com or visit them on 103 West Church Street here in Rockmart. So we're fixing to have some warm-up, so we're going to take 60 seconds and be right back.
Alvis Miller & Son Funeral Home, being the only locally family-owned and operated funeral home in the area, they give wonderful personal attention to you and your family. To find out more about their services, call 770-684-5437 or visit alvismillerfuneralhome.com.
Your personal information is very important, and when compromised, can lead to big security issues. Don't trust your information with a here today, gone tomorrow company. Call somebody with reliability and stability in this community. Barnes Tax Service, 770-684-7556.
You're listening to Rockmart High School Baseball here on WZOT, brought to you by John Purser Allstate, Now and Then Antiques, the Nathan Dean Agency, Advanced Rehab. And now back to the action of Rockmart High School Baseball.
Hi, we're back at the Rock. Robert Troyne, Bob Culver here in the top of the 8th. Now we've lost 3 runs this one here, so it's 4-1 Rome right now. Just on a couple of bang plays that if we just would have done a few little things right here and there, or put the bat on the ball in different innings, we wouldn't be here right now.
That's for sure. And they had an opening and they took advantage of it.
Sure.
They moved the runners around. They played a little small ball, but they put 3 runs together, so they now lead 4-1.
And we're not done yet. I mean, we still got a chance to bat, but we got to get down to this inning first. And we got Sidearm Shelton comes in here. He swings.
What was the call? He swung at the pitch.
Swung at the pitch, and he got hit. So he gives him the base. I don't understand that. So I mean, you can still get hit, I understand, and go, but I don't know where that hit him at.
The ball was basically in the dirt. He swung at the pitch, which makes it a strike.
I don't see Coach Wise saying nothing, so I don't know, but throws that one by for strike one.
Well, this has been a very interesting ball game.
It has.
I've got a chance to call tonight.
I'm just going to say for the record, I'm glad you're sitting next to me with the headset on. Otherwise, we'd be hearing you from over there on the bleachers.
And you would think, since I umpired for 38 years, I wouldn't do that, but I just have.
Yeah.
I tend to critique a little bit.
Beautiful pitch right there at the knees on the outside corner. Called strike two. Shelton comes in as our closer, and even though we're down 4-1, Coach Y wants to get us in there so we can bat. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Strike three. You know, he just has a different look that they hadn't seen than just the very last inning.
Well,
three batters.
You're talking about submarine all the way, and he's got that tail that comes back into the right-handed bat. The ball actually moves back to the inside. It's almost like a split-finger pitch, or he may be throwing a split finger for all I know, but the track of the ball goes, you know, from the plate back to the inside of the batter on the right-handed batter.
Right. You know who taught him how to pitch that?
No.
Wasn't me. But, you know, I'm just throwing that out there. But he definitely didn't pitch that way in middle school for me, so. The slider?
Slider.
So, but it's a beautiful. It's got movement on it every time it goes, and it's just hard to pick up from the hand.
Well, it's hard to pick up from the hand because of the release point being in a different place. You know, and they always talk about the batter being able to pick up the ball as it leaves the hand, and this is it's totally different from anybody that's pitched in this ball game, either for Rome or Rockmart.
That was nasty right there.
It really was.
That was a nasty pitch for a strike. I mean, he called everybody. Strike three right there, so that ends 3 outs. But that pitch right there, got to talk about it for a minute. I mean, it almost stopped before it came to the plate and then just died for a strike.
Yeah.
So we're down 4-1 going to the bottom of the eighth. We got to get some runs on the board. We'll be right back.
Freeman Harris Funeral Home, the funeral home that has been providing a strong arm for our friends and neighbors to lean on for the past 76 years. We are proud of the young folks of our community and wish for them success on the field and off. Freeman Harris Funeral Home, Rockmart's very own.
Make sure you stop by Rockmart Rent to Own, 966 Cedartown Highway in Rockmart. If you are looking for furniture, mattresses, and recliners for every budget, come by and see owner Derek Tilley. Rockmart Rent to Own is your U-Haul truck rentals dealer. They also fill propane tanks with the cheapest rates in Polk County. They're open Monday through Saturday, or call them at 770-684-5314. That's Rockmart Rent to Own, right across from Morningstar Baptist Church in Rockmart.
Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
All right, we're back in the rock corner at the bottom of the eighth. We've got to score at least 3 to keep playing.
And we're praying for 4.
And we are definitely praying for 4. So starting up for us is going to be Jonathan Suppen. He's going to be leading off. Then by Radcliffe and Sanders, I believe, if he stayed in there. So still warming up on the mound here real quick.
Yeah, Paletti's come in and pitched very well for him.
Oh, he sure has. Started off a little rocky. Could get a strike.
And he also got that key base hit in that last inning.
Yep, that's called helping yourself. So, all right, so now they're ready to go. time a ball hits the grass now, it's going to have to come out because it's wet.
Mm-hmm.
So here goes Jonathan Sutton. In the first pitch of the bottom of the 8th inning. Called strike.
That was, let's take it home early strike.
That's the strike zone's going to get bigger. So here comes the second pitch. Well, if he ever gets a sign. Now he's set. Fouled off over the first base dugout.
Yeah, it's way out of play. Yeah, Paletti's not in any rush.
Oh, no.
He toes the rubber. He certainly doesn't get in a rush to make the pitch.
And here comes the pitch. Curveball high. One, two. Gotta love the peanut gallery over there. Comes set. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Well, Ratcliffe steps up to the plate now, Evan. Our lefty.
Number 13, Evan Ratcliffe.
I'd just like to see him put a little poke on this ball right here and just see what happens. Looks like the bat's too small for him. There's Paul Bunyan up there. It's a big old man. You know, he's always been a good batter, good stance, and makes great contact. So let's do it one time here. As I say, it's not over till you have 3 outs, right?
That's true.
So rally on 2, but we only got 1 out, so let's rally on 1.
Well, what can I say, Robert?
You need to swing at every pitch. That's all I'm going to tell you.
1-1, and it should be 2-0, but
swing at every pitch, no matter where it's at now. Hate to say that, but when it gets cold and you're in extra innings, and double header. There's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And here comes the pitch.
Maybe.
The one pitch that is a strike, you can call it ball.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. He'll make up for it here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. So
I hear noise coming from somewhere, and I can't put the earphones on. Some people that disagreed with that call.
Comes set. That's a little low.
Catcher does a real good job of checking the mitt. He's pretty quick with it.
Full count.
It's a little scary to me at this stage of the ball game.
Yeah.
Again,
swung on a miss. Strike 3. There's 2 outs. 4-1 Rome leads in the bottom of the 8th. Like I said, we did take the first game 7-4. Rockmart wins. And now we're down 4-1 with 1 more out to go.
Number 17,
So Cooper Jancetich has come back in, reported back in after Sam Sanders played last inning. So he changed ball. He called a ball because he went to his hat and then grabbed the ball. So he called 1 ball. You know, you got 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. You've been doing it all game, and now you're going to call it now. Okay.
Wow.
It's been different. It's early on though. They're ball outside. set. Doing a little bit less talking now because we're frozen. The ball's low.
You know, I just thought about that. I'm thinking about how cold it is and how much I want us to get a hit or two back to back.
So, yeah. And he called the ball because that's what the coach doesn't understand why he called the ball from Rome, but called the ball because he went to his hat, then went to the ball. And here's the pitch. Strike call.
Well, that was a strike right there.
That was nice.
No doubt about that. We could make that call from over here. Come on, Cooper, get a hit.
And the pitch. Ball 4. He was going to take the base now. So we got a base runner with 2 outs. Rally on 2, rally on 2.
Well, they're begging for the strike call, but that pitch was a good 6 inches outside.
Andrew Morse comes up to the plate for us. We got to have 3, so the steal really doesn't matter right now. The batter doesn't really matter right now, but we got to get him on. The pitch. Curveball. Outside. Well, he did call that a strike. All right.
Got a few comments from the Rockmart fans about him not, coming to a full pause.
Yeah.
We got a pop-up that is
out of play. Way up in the air, but goes over by the batting cages. We're going to get settled back in here. Now we got 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. We're down 3 runs. Andrew Morse is batting. Oh, what the heck! Go ahead and hit one in play. Let's get another batter up here. Let's
take a run at it. You're already cold already. So.
That's right. He did not call that a strike 3. I'm very shocked, but ball 1. Those you got to swing at no matter what right now. So 1-2. Here's the pitch. Curveball poked at. Going to the shortstop. Throws it to second. And in time. So that's going to be the ball game. We wind up with 4-1. Rome wins this doubleheader, but we win the first one 7-4. And we're going to take 60 seconds to come right back and close this thing up.
Now you can get a great-looking cut in less time every time with an X-Mark. The Mowers Landscape Pros trust 2-1 over the next best-selling brand of mower.
The friendly staff at Haney Farm and Ranch is experienced, knowledgeable, and available to advise you on your needs. Telephone 770-684-7277 or visit them at 150 Prospect Road in Rockmart.
X-Mark, ready to work for you.
All right, I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me.
Okay, what?
Do you think the State Farm jingle really works?
Like, for real? Like, if you sing the jingle, will your agent actually appear and help you out?
Yeah.
Of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
Contact Mary Miller at 1340 Chattahoochee Drive in Rockmart. Call 770-684-9193. Go see them on the web at www.marymillerinsurance.com. Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.
All right, we're back at the Rock to close it up for the night, Bob. We split it with Rome High School, 7-4 victory in the first game, lost the second game 4-1. But overall, pretty good pitching.
Well, I think we matched up very well with a 4A school. We got to keep that in mind. I think that both teams are still not as sharp because of the lack of good weather over the past 2 or 3 weeks. Temperatures dropped here a little bit. We had one 2-out fan that really cost us the ball game, Robert.
Right.
Those little things when you're in a tight ball game, because it's 1-1 forever, you got to take advantage of every little break. Rome took advantage of the second game, and we didn't. So
yeah, and that's what you want to have happen now and not at the end of the season.
Exactly. These games, you want to win them as bad as anything as we speak now, but the importance comes when you get into that, 7AA region, and I think we'll certainly be ready for that. I thought our team played well. Rome in the second game played a little bit better, but I think overall the teams would match up. It'd be a coin toss who would win the third game if we played another.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. But good performance tonight. It's gotten colder. But tomorrow night we're going to Knuckleheads. We're going to have the basketball teams there, and the baseball team's going to be there tomorrow night. So we'll talk a little bit more about our sports and finishing out basketball season. But then we'll be on the road. I can't tell you when we're playing again because this rain, you never know what's going to happen. But we'll have that on the air for you back with Brian. But, Bob, I appreciate you joining me.
I enjoyed the night. Got a little bit chilly on us. And, of course, the game was a pitcher's duel, all the way until the top of the seventh. But Rockmart did a good job. Keep in mind, those that are interested in track, we have our first track meet, weather permitting, in Barron Stadium in Rome, the Rome Invitational. So keep that in mind if you're up that way. We'd love to have you come and watch our kids. We've got a lot of spaces to fill, but we got a lot of speed, and our intent is to, win the region again with both boys and girls.
Well, and I wish you well there too, Bob, and appreciate everything you do. And for that, we're going to call it a night, and you all have a wonderful night. We're going to send it back to Brian to the station until next time tomorrow night. Good night.
You have been listening to Rockmart High School Baseball here on WZOT. Brought to you by John Purser Allstate, Now and Then Antiques, the Nathan Dean Agency, Advanced Rehab. Rockmart High School Baseball on WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220.